Captain America for New World Order's filming date has been confirmed. I've noticed that this has been the hot topic when it came to Marvel. YN Pally American tweeted, "The new Marvel superhero is an Israeli Mossad agent named Sabra. New line. Can someone explain to me why we keep using the name Sabra?" The first thing pretty much every Palestinian remembers when we hear Sabra is the massacre of Sabra and Shatila. It feels deliberate. By the way, my pronunciation of the name might, come and go, when it comes to mentioning Sabra. And that I can't help it. So that's just for you to know. So we can tell straight off the bat that people have started to recognize the implication of calling a new Marvel superhero Sabra. And I mean, everything this user has tweeted out is factual. It is named after a real massacre that had occurred. There is a lot of history that I strongly recommend that you look up by quick Google search, and even Wikipedia, where most of the contributions are verified, mostly. Just read multiple perspectives of the Sabra incident as well. Be informed. Know the basic ins and outs of why people online are in opposition to the introduction of Sabra in the MCU. I want to delve into two more tweets before I go into the filming update for Captain America 4. A Twitter user who goes by the username Mock makes an interesting argument that I think we ought to hear. Sabra is an anti-IDF superhero. In the comics, she used to be IDF until Hulk criticizes her stance, and she had a change of heart and switched sides. Her whole origin is anti-colonialism and anti-Zionism. Here is what is interesting about this online discourse. We have one user who doesn't want to see Sabra appear in the MCU altogether because of their implications, and we have another user who I assume holds an anti-Zionism stance that, thinks that Sabra can be utilized as a tool against the IDF and Zionist ideologies. That's really interesting because I looked up a page of the comics where the Hulk straight up calls her out so that Sabra can see a Palestinian boy as a human being. What if we get a scene like that in Captain America New World Order? It wouldn't really make sense because the Hulk is off doing his own thing. And would it be a bad thing to have Sabra in the MCU if she is a character whose sole fundamental purpose is to criticize the IDF? Take Schindler's List, for instance. Just because the main protagonist, Oskar Schindler, is a Nazi and was implicit in the killing of thousands of Jews didn't make him the villain in the end, because the whole premise of his character arc was to consolidate as many Jews as he could from concentration camps. He utilized his privilege to elevate other minority groups and earn a redemption arc. Could it be that perhaps the MCU might go a similar approach with Sabra? I don't think the MCU should introduce her at all, because they would then be dealing with a sensitive political subject matter, and 9 out of 10 times I despise it when a fictional movie tries to incorporate political ideologies and agendas in their screenplays. But if, in the off chance that Sabra might be portrayed in a way that is elevating to the Palestinian minorities, what would be the harm in having her in Captain America? Now again, you should hear this tweet from an unnamed user about how it is embarrassingly tone deaf for Marvel to introduce a Jewish and Israeli superhero in a film called New World Order. That's a fair point. One might easily assume that they're building a Zionist order, which involves the eradication of Arabs. There's no way around that, okay? So, to establish a Jewish political state. So, considering that the movie is called Captain America, it could perhaps revolve around United States allies. Israel and the Israeli military is, one of those allies. I don't know. I myself am not optimistic about this casting news, and I just don't know. I don't want to talk about it so anymore. But let's just move on to the filming update of Captain America 4. According to Screen Rant, it turns out that Captain America New World Order will begin filming in early 2023, probably around January or February. Around that time, we are probably going to be receiving leaks, probably a clip of Sabra killing a villain. That one child across the street. Too soon? Yeah, that must have been too soon. But anyway, now that you got to hear me break down the controversy and backlash surrounding the inclusion of the Israeli Marvel superhero Sabra, what do you guys think of this news when it comes to the MCU's reputation as a movie series overall? Do you think that they might be onto something? What do you think about the filming update for Captain America 4? Are you looking forward to Captain America 4 New Order? Whatever insights that you might have, let me know in the comment section or on our Twitter inbox. Once again, at the Cinema Courtroom. I would love to know your thoughts regarding Captain America New Order.